On an unseasonably cool afternoon here in the desert Southwest, the roof is open, and it's time for football at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing right away is Daniels. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Walter Nolan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jeremiah Love. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to McBride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Jack
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
29 yards. First down, San Francisco.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Up the middle they go. Washington. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from there.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Love. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over first down 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first, here's Washington. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Daniels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
To the air goes Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's second and 10. Now a run up the middle with Washington. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's third and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They go play action here on first down. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. Bulldozes, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, 49ers 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
Daniels pass.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here. Hold in here, Caldwell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
37-yard line.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Washington now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Washington. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Walter Nolan able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Finding Love out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A handoff for Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. That is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll run again with Love on first down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Daniels looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now Daniels. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First down, 49ers.
To throw is Daniels.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10.
49ers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Dante Thornton.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
28, 49ers 10.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To the air goes Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. 0 fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. Whoa, it still won't go down. Still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
The 49ers.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game.
28. 49ers 18.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Isaac Guerrero on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with Love here. Breaks through the contact. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 183 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Here's Love again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 32 yards. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
18. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action. Daniels. He's going to air one out. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This quarterback now 6 of 7 throwing it in this second half. He's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd down and 8.
Off play action. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Running to start the drive is Love. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the counter, here's Algier. They can't tackle it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tyler Algier, 58 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Cardinals 42, 49ers 18. To kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to throw now on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Daniels pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Washington gets it going right.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's complete to Pearsall. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
49ers 24.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Cardinals 49, 49ers 24. To kick off for Arizona.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off play action. Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
He'll get this out to Love.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3rd and 12.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a stapler for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On the give, this is Washington. That's a strong running.
Room here to run. There he goes again. Inside the 20.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?